everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today we are doing some reaction video, and of course it is by Daily Fuel Up. We all know, me and Daily Fuel Up, we should get on really well. We do get on well, and that's something I'm very happy about, and we are going to be watching the little I2 moment, but they get increasingly stupid. So let's see what we have got for today's video. But before we go any further, give them a subscribe and like and everything, which I've done already. And of course, if you want to see all the like and dislike my video, I'm very, very close to 400 subscribers. I'm gonna get there very, very soon. So let's get into it and enjoy the video. The styles to be fun, so let's get into it.
Like kids in a supermarket,
literally, let's be, yeah. We all know about Jones to be. Okay, but of course, it did I2. So let's see what happens.
You guys didn't see anything.
Normally a meme for being slow, but at Suzuka 2022, he became a meme for something else.
He is one of the slowest drivers
on Sunday, so an FP2 with the rain already
I've ever seen, apart from Nicky Mantipin. Nicky Mantipin is bad.
Our guy here,
I'm gonna stick man, but yeah. I remember seeing this live.
It was strange.
Bro,
yeah, he made it a shooter.
Either way, as much as we like to roast him,
I remember now, yeah.
He's not alone.
Hello.
Because even Kimi Räikkönen, yes,
Kimi Räikkönen,
literally didn't know what he was doing in Brazil 2012. By lap 52, with conditions sliding downhill, Kimi reached Junshao and straight up missed reality.
And Kimi Räikkönen looks to be trying to find a route home early.
Mistakes happen, sure, but this was the exact moment your brain is supposed to scream, "Turn left, Kimi, turn left."
he had to play for it.
Instead, he went full rallycross through the grass, only to find the road blocked.
We're about to have a Porsche race because that's where they all come from, but they've obviously shut the gate now.
So he spun around, rejoining like a confused NPC. Kind of the same
He had to play
Sorokin should
for
have had in
it. What
2018
happened
when
to me
Checo appeared
happened
like
to
a
back
savage
to us, to be
Pokemon in
honest.
front of him at the pit exit.
Racing point. Oh, the close one.
Suddenly sees a Force India facing the wrong way.
Like
Ford
seriously,
India, yeah,
Ford
India, later point and later
Even though
on,
this
yeah.
doesn't exactly count as
Ford
a low
India.
IQ moment, but it counts as good as a reason to subscribe.
Yes,
Anyway,
go ahead
as you
and
can see, errors
describe.
don't always
Go
happen
on.
the racing line. Sometimes they happen in the one place that should be the safest, the pit lane. Curiously, it is supposed to be simple: stop, service, go. For Hamilton, though, it became the site for two of his most infamous lapses. Canada 2008. The safety car is deployed after Adrian Sutil retires. Most leaders pit, including the McLaren driver. A good stop, then he's released. Everything normal. Until here. Because at the end
Hamilton
of the day,
went back
the light
to
was
him,
red.
yeah.
Kimi and Kubica obeyed. Nevertheless, Lewis...
And yeah, it's the most stupid thing that Hamilton had done, and funny enough, the same year he won the World Championship 2008. It's that same year. And he just
the result was catastrophic. Kimi eliminated. Hamilton eliminated. Kubica barely made it out alive. While on the other side, Hamilton, who had started on pole and was in a position to extend his title lead, left empty-handed. By the way, guess who went on to win the race?
Also, the same track that Hamilton won last season for the third time in Canada.
In Canada, he takes the lead in the Drivers' World Championship.
5 years later, the pit lane came back to haunt Hamilton.
I think he's underrated. Robert had to be underrated driver. He was
in mixed conditions. He pulled in for a
really
stop,
good.
but instinct
Really
betrayed him.
good.
Yeah, Lewis Hamilton bit of memory fade.
Wow.
They waved him through, they still liked him, but it's not his garage. Get on with it, Lewis. Is coming in.
Some might say it was just habit. After all, he'd been stopping there for years. However, history has shown us that it has become an increasingly common mistake. From Button's brain fade.
Look at that, he's in the wrong pit. Stopped in the wrong box. Jensen still thinks he's driving for the team that finished first in the championship.
Up to Franco's premonition.
Born GP, I think.
At least none
But
of them
what year
have
was it?
resume
What
of
year
pit
did they
lane
start?
fails
Did you
as
ever hear what year they
extensive as
started?
Valtteri Bottas. It all began with an almost 1 minute stop in Bahrain
Oh yeah,
2024.
I felt bad for
Watching the front
Bottas,
right nut
honestly.
refusing to move.
He's been there for 39 seconds as they tried to get
Wrong tyre.
and this is
I felt bad.
over.
Next, a dangerous
You
spin.
should know that Bottas is just like the what do I do with my life? What do I want to do after I finish with the Sauber? What do I do? I'm a stay. But what do I want to do? And he went on and became one of the famous men in Australia. The modest man. He made all the advert. Was it Uber Eats that he did? Can't remember. I know it's the blue outfit. I've forgotten what company it was. He did all of this brilliant advert that genuinely made me laugh and enjoy watching that. That's the bot that we like. Where to be himself, and other than that, it's the Valtteri Bottas that we all loved. He is the man we loved, and he's like that personality. Man, Bottas, what driver. He's coming back though. He's coming back next season to taxi at it.
And of course, Monaco 2021, the longest pit stop ever.
In comes Valtteri Bottas, and it's the hard.
It's always him.
It's not even off yet.
It feels like it's always him.
Someone needs to get a big hammer and try and give it a shunt with that, because at the moment that tyre is not budging, and this is Valtteri Bottas' race.
For the record, it took Mercedes 43 hours to remove that nut, longer than my last relationship. And that's the.
I didn't mean to laugh. I'm so sorry, Dave, if you were up. I did not mean to laugh. I mean, my bad. I apologise for laughing.
Irony. Mercedes almost never fail. They're known for perfection, but when they do mess up, meine Güte is catastrophic. For example, Hockenheim 2019, a race full of chaos. First, Hamilton, he slid off as sucks.
And I think Lewis Hamilton's gone off as well, but he's carried on.
Box, I lost the ring away. Yeah, coming in.
Crawled into the pits, and Mercedes weren't ready.
Ready for him.
Max Verstappen won that later to hear, I think.
They had no idea that it's happened.
Well, they weren't ready for him because he's only come in because of that accident.
Shook,
50 seconds in the box. Mechanics running like it was a fire drill. His race collapsed. And Bottas, lap 56, chasing a podium.
Bottas is out of the race.
Safety car.
There'll be another safety car here. Oh, and Toto Wolff.
And the fun thing about Bottas, he is one of the most consistent drivers in the qualifying. I don't even think I think he's always made a period in two, like, a Mercedes always made a period in there to he. I'm gonna have to shut that one up to make sure I'm correct about that. But Bottas.
Max won. The Mercedes went home humiliated. Finally secured 2020. Hamilton tested positive for COVID, so Russell subbed in. And he should have won. But he went faster than Valtteri all weekend. However, on lap 63, the Silver Arrows would try a double stack, and disaster would hit them.
Yeah, they have to. I can't see a gap. I can't see a gap in the way the cars are distributed around the track. And they're stacked up.
They're double stacking at Mercedes. The front right tyre was slow for George Russell, and for Valtteri Bottas, even more confusion for a crew that are normally very,
they're not
very
happy
adept.
with the left front. They're not happy with it with his left front.
Box, we have a mixed tyre set on the car.
They've got a mixed set on. This is going to cost George Russell a penalty. Okay.
And the fun thing about it, some people have conspiracy theory that they said they did it on purpose, so they don't think about the decision for 2021, who did a ride for that year, and obviously Bottas did, was a final year for him, but I've always thought if Russell won the bar though, he probably would have instantly put in the Mercedes for 2021, and honestly, maybe almost not 100%, but challenge for the championship.
So basically,
I think that, because Russell, I've always said all the time, he is my favourite driver. In a video I've made a few weeks ago, he was my top 5 favourite driver in my lifetime. Literally, I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking.
Fans nap and engineers argue about fuel loads. However, in Suzuka, Jack Doohan made sure no one blinked. He flew down the pit straight, his Alpine screaming past 205 miles per hour. The DRS was open, and it stayed open.
The bit twash. They mentioned that it malfunctioned, right? I think they mentioned that the
fell silent. Red flags waved as marshals
the
rushed to
DR
the scene. The cause was almost too simple. Doohan had not pressed the button.
Oh, he didn't click the button. Yeah.
In the simulator, DRS closed by itself. On track, it did not. The team called it a misjudgment, but it was more than that. It was proof of how technology, when trusted blindly, can betray its student.
But I thought
Fortunately,
they
emerged
should
unharmed after
allow.
medical
I thought they
checks.
had
The
technology
Alpine
where
though
you
was
break,
wrecked. The
it closed
consequences were
itself.
immense. Within minutes, he was photoshopped into
I'm not
cartoons,
dead.
collages, and games. The timing couldn't
I
have
do
been
feel
worse.
bad for
Doohan was
Doohan.
already under pressure fighting Franco Colapinto for the seat. This crash gave Alpine the perfect excuse.
Breaking news we brought you earlier this morning, Franco Colapinto is replacing Jack Doohan at Alpine, starting in next week's Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix.
Doohan out. And here's the thing, it opened a debate. Should the FIA mandate automatic DRS closure for ultra-fast corners like Suzuka's at turn 1? Many engineers argue yes. Different compared to Ericsson's accident? Yes.
Man, I'll never forget that day. I've never forgotten that day.
However,
a
somehow the
big
Swede's name
crash.
wasn't done causing trouble. Crashes behind the safety car are rare, but not impossible.
Start for Williams. Round he goes. Out of the race.
Well, they showed it, they flew up.
Days in Formula One.
In Baku
Carlos Sainz was
2018,
so
Grosjean
unlucky in that
left that in the
situation.
worst way possible. Despite starting P20 due to
Oh,
a
he
gearbox failure,
tracked
he
the
methodically
car
climbed through the field. By lap
basically
30, his
just
was
by
running
shadowing
sixth,
him.
right behind Checo and looking strong. Then, under a safety car period, the Frenchman began weaving aggressively to warm his ultra softs. Everything looked fine until suddenly
Embarrassing.
all hope's gone. At that point, it was nothing but tears. And instead of taking responsibility, he chose the ugliest excuse possible. A blatant lie broadcast for the whole world to hear.
What happened? I think Ericsson hit us.
The Swede was about 50 meters behind. Nothing. It was a rookie-level mistake from...
Lemon. Really? Anderson is far back. Yeah, Anderson do have hit with traction, but come on. Don't do that. If it's Lance, well, I understand he's done that down on the hard all the time. One in China, but still. So that the name, but Martin Ellison, he's doing well. I think he's doing well in Indian car.
Veteran. After the
Leave him
choke,
alone.
he tried to explain it away. First, he blamed a strong gust of wind. Then he admitted he'd accidentally clipped the brake balance
that
switch
silly?
while weaving, which locked the rears and
Oh,
sent him
really?
straight into the wall. The saddest part, Checo went on to finish on the podium that afternoon, which means if Grosjean hadn't thrown it all away, he might have joined him up there. And just when you think these moments can't get any dumber, someone actually managed to crash when the race was already over.
I mean, seriously.
Oh,
It was
God.
2017, and heading into
I
Sepang,
thought
the
I was
Drivers'
going to say
Championship
nice
was on a
man
knife's
Sean.
edge. 28 points
But
adrift.
back
Every
then,
result
he was
mattered. Every
waving
incident
about
threatened to shift
he,
the
I think he
title
had a
fight. The
crash
race
or
itself
something. I
had
was like,
already
oh
delivered
God,
shocks.
bite
Kimi fell
nice
into
Sean.
start thanks to engine gremlins. Max storming to victory on his 20th birthday.
Second time in Formula One, and the first time as a 20-year-old now, Max Verstappen wins the Grand Prix.
And remarkably,
what
Van Dorn
hits me?
finishing ahead of Paella Man. Like, what the fuck? Amid all this chaos, Seb had to start last due to the car with mechanical issues that slowed him all weekend, though at least he salvaged 4th place to limit the damage against Hamilton. The checkered flag fell, the fight was over, or so
Oh,
it
Lance,
seemed,
Lord,
because
crashing
then
to
comes
him.
Lil Strulovic, rookie at the time with Williams, cruising along in P8 like it was a Sunday rental car. Seb drifts across, Stroll holds his line, and boom.
That's why Sebastian Vettel backed off.
Two cars smashed after the race was already over. The Ferrari's left rear suspension shattered instantly, as if Vettel hadn't had enough. He was already frustrated, losing ground in the championship fight against Lewis. Poor man couldn't catch a break.
Mate, that's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Stroll emerged largely
Stroll
unscathed,
had the
as Williams
history
able to
of
continue, but the
traction.
reputational blow fell squarely on Vettel. What made it unforgettable, however, was the image that followed. With his Ferrari crippled, Vettel flagged down Pascal Wehrlein. Climbing onto the side of the Sauber, he rode back to the pits. It was one of the most iconic visuals in recent Formula One history. It proved once again, in F1 the race is never truly over until the car is parked, and that was never clearer than in the 1991 Canadian GP.
That's what I talked about Nice Man Soul. The man who wanted a mustache. And wanted his mustache so badly.
Nigel Mansell
He don't like me, yeah. He don't like me or Tom Shalott. How to say his second name? I'm not sure. Nice man saw remind me of him
Cheering. He could almost
so much.
taste
He was
the
doing Blue
champagne,
Blood.
and the win was basically
mate,
already
he
his.
must
The only
have.
thing he didn't hear, one of the wildest plot twists in racing. For most of that race, Mansell wasn't just leading, he was clowning the field, nearly a full minute ahead. That's bullying. His Williams was flying, the pace looked supreme, and everyone else was just extras in the background. The British driver was the MVP, grinding through the laps like a machine that couldn't break. However, good things don't last. The lap came around, and instead of just finishing the job, Nigel went full NPC. He started waving to the fans, flexing like he was on a victory parade. Or at least, that's what he thought.
He's not only slow, he stopped. He has
Oh, the engine. I thought he didn't twash the engine.
The revs dropped too low. Maybe he hit the wrong switch, maybe the gearbox betrayed him. Either way, the Williams just died. Dreams shattered. He could literally see the checkered flag.
That's
He
why
went
you
from
should
top
never
class domination
celebrate
to a
too
complete
early.
L in just a few
Never.
corners.
It's
PK,
a
who
bad
hadn't even
idea.
been close all afternoon, just strolled by like, oh, thanks, mate.
We'll see Nigel Mansell.
That's exactly what he imagined.
And stole the win.
I
Instead
can
of
imagine
holding the
at home.
trophy,
Thanks,
Mansell ended
mate.
up without
Cheers.
points.
Off
If you
you
thought
go.
just one
I'll
driver
win.
making a dumb mistake was peak comedy, wait until that time the whole grid itself decided to become a walking comedy show. The so-called Temple of Speed, a place where slipstream is
Monster.
basically a cheat code. Get it right and you look untouchable, like you're in a league of your own. But what if it happens the other way? And that, my friends, is exactly what happened in 2019. So here's the setup.
Charles
Q3
Leclerc
was red flagged at
wins the
6:35
monster.
when Raikkonen lost control of his car and spun out wide into the tyre barriers at turn 11.
It happened quite often now,
After the red
hasn't
flag
it?
reset, nobody
Jim
wanted
Tom.
to go first, because if you lead, you give the others a tow down those massive straights. As time began to wind down, speculation grew as to who would leave the pit lane first. The Q3 drivers didn't make their way out of the garages until there were 2 minutes left in the session, with Hulkenberg leading the pack. Like, bro, what are we even doing here? What followed was pure comedy.
On this lap, as Hulkenberg goes straight on, and now Lance Stroll goes very slowly indeed, or someone's not going to get to the checkered flag in time.
I remember a lot of them complained about
The
it.
slowest race at the fastest track, acting as if the clock had magically stopped. But the thing is, the clock didn't stop. It was ticking louder than Toto Wolff breaking another headset. Then came the final lap window. 9 cars, bumper to bumper, all tilted, all waiting for someone else to go. Leclerc tucked in behind Sainz like a kid who actually read the homework instructions. The rest, only Carlos even made it to the line in time.
They've made it!
Come on, guys.
They've not made it! Carlos Sainz has made it.
The stewards handed out reprimands to Hulkenberg, Sainz and Stroll for driving unnecessarily slow. And the fans? Oh, the fans went nuclear. And honestly, they went wrong. However, even though Sainz was the only one to set a lap in that final round of Q3, in reality, it meant nothing since he improved his time from P7 to an astonishing...
He crosses the line, he stays in 7th.
That's right, P7, baby. Meanwhile, Leclerc walked away with pole from his first attempt. Ferrari fans went absolutely mega. Flags, celebrations...
I remember, about I can't remember what it was that they did a lot of bickering about it, and I do know the only way to actually make sure you improve your time. I know slip limit is much needed, but why don't you make a team game? Think about that. Why don't you send, like for example, in F1 Manager, I do that sometimes where I send one rather out who will go first, I do basically finish a lap, I send another 1 hour, and I have to hope by the time you get to sector 2, that car will be in a slipstream to overtake and beat you the time. That we're gonna do tactic, and I know drivers are pretty much selfish, well, they want to be the one that be ahead of their teammate. Don't blame you. But sometimes you gotta play the tactic games, you know what I mean? And that's what they should have done, but it doesn't matter because Ferrari still won because Charles won that race. In 2019,
they come when the fastest sport on earth literally forgets how to move. And actually, speaking of speed, I've been getting into something new lately: MotoGP. And since a lot of you guys enjoy this format with the F1 videos, I thought, why not do something similar for MotoGP? So I've launched a new channel for it. I'm still learning, so sorry if I mess up a few things or pronounce something a bit weird. The first video is already out, and I'd really appreciate it if you checked it out, but only if you're actually into MotoGP or you want to get into it. If it's not your thing, no worries at all. I mean, I'd love the support, of course, but it's honestly better not to subscribe just for that. Because
mate, Mate, I'm popping over.
That helps the channel reach real MotoGP fans instead of kind of messing around with the algorithm. That way it can grow the right way with a proper community of fans. And don't worry, the F1 videos are not going anywhere. I'm leaving the new MotoGP video...
Are you finished? Oh, damn, it's finished. Look, the handsome man himself here has just started MotoGP. Doesn't China. Go ahead and check it out. Go back, get the name.
And don't worry,
On the limit. Go ahead and check it out. I'm coming over 100%. And the fun thing about it, I am also a motorbike too as well. I got my own motorbike. I got 2 bikes. I gave one to my young brother, and I got my own one, which is Yamaha MTS 125 2025. It's a brand new one. I got it in my in the front garden. It's just waiting for me to ride it tomorrow. Absolute beast of a bike. 85 miles per hour at the top speed is at 125. Don't judge me. Oh, I can't do 100, yeah. It's 125 for tri-state. I'm sure that I'll play, unfortunately. But the top speed I can go is 85 miles per hour. Roughly almost 90. I've only hit 85, and I love motorbike. It's I started when I was 19, and only been the accident, minor accident, but still, it's enough for me to be able to carry on riding anyway. But yeah, go ahead and check out On The Limit. Go ahead and check it out. I might put the link down in the description to this one. You can go ahead and check them out. But again, thank you, Dave, if you're up for editing. I'm gonna leave it there so you can know to what to go for. But yeah, appreciate for the fantastic video right there, and of course go ahead and check out his second channel as well. And of course I want to say thank you again to Dave if you're up for a fantastic post / shout out for me, and it's much appreciated. Don't know how much that means to me. Honestly, it meant a lot to me. You know, that I have tried to be recognized, and that's something that I just want to be recognized for. Something I've been doing for everyone. Been doing it for 2 years, and finally being recognized. And I know a lot of people who just like have already recognized me in the past, and you're still pretty positive for art. And of course, I want to carry on growing. I want to grow, and in a community, I want to build the community where we all can have basically one big family. You know what I mean? That's what I want. But yeah, I'm gonna end it now. Go ahead and check out the MotoGP On The Limit, and of course, subscribe to Dana if you're up. And of course, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Peace out.